Oh, this is entry, I don't know, 74 maybe? Something like that. I was working on this, yes, a couple days ago. I haven't been streaming very regularly. Let me make sure I know what entry this is. Yeah, 74. 74 entries into this, and I'm still trying to call it an episode or something. I don't know what I'm doing there. But yeah, so the idea here was based on this painting photograph thing. So it was a photograph, but it was painted over, and I thought that was neat. And that's why I am doing this. The end. Kind of. Not really. Um, yeah, now we are here doing that. I want to start to draw the hands. I think it makes sense to. I'm thinking blue or red for the hands, and make them uniform. That might be interesting. Uniform as in like consistent. They're all red, all blue. I don't really get the metaphor with blue hands, but red hands is kind of the metaphor is kind of obvious. So let me just go with that. The opacity is really low. Change that. Let me go up to like 70. I want like a deep, nice blood red. I think this pen is fine. Probably fine. Hmm. I also like the flow opacity. Let me find that instead. Or it's called size opacity. Where is it? Size opacity. Should be very large. So I'm not sure exactly how to. I feel like exaggerate the curves a bit on this. Or this other finger. Hmm. Yeah, so the hands are gonna be the most difficult thing to get correct here, as usual. I could just like not think too much about it again. Probably better if I do it that way. Yeah, I am still just tracing until I have the forms kind of fucking in here. I want to draw this the cane. Maybe it makes sense just to make it red too. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, I only have to draw the hands in the bottom row here. I believe. I don't know why I'm not exactly a fan of drawing hands, but they're very easy to draw incorrectly. What's happening with this hand here? That's weird. I'm feeling that a bit. Oh, I can start to fill in details and such as I go here too. Hmm, should be noted that um, the feet aren't exactly perfect. Or happening? That's I don't know what's happening there, but it's just his suit. No English. Today I'm streaming on Twitch again, but I have the chat hidden just because I'm weird like that, I guess. Just because I feel like it, I guess. I'm not sure if that's gonna come off correctly. This hand's kind of hidden. Nothing with that hand there. Yeah, so it's like hidden by his hat. This is not. Huh. It's hidden by his hat. Um, they're gonna look right. You just. Of course, there's more pressing concerns than how that looks exactly. Whatever. So his one hand's hiding here, and then like this. I think the music might be vaguely audible. Again, it's just like some random. Got some weird hands here. That's okay. I said it's okay, but yeah, I think it's okay. Make it. I want to start making these guys a little bit more monstrous as time goes on here. I think that's kind of the fun in this idea. So, making their hands all red, I think, is also a there's an easy way to cheat almost. Makes it more obvious that these are hands, maybe. Yeah, the music is just some random copyright-free channel. I still haven't like put together a proper playlist or anything. I think it is. Okay, I need to fix this a little bit. Very hard to tell what's happening with that. Um, I'll do the over. And I'll do a darker, slightly darker red for the under. Go back to this for a moment and close enough for now. Hey, and I want to start a new layer. Let me make sure the shoes are good at this. Almost. Yeah, it makes it look kind of awkward. What's going on with that exactly? Kind of. Oh my god. I can kind of do this. Continue the theme. I was really lazy with this one. Roughly this. Roughly that. Okay. That is close to good enough. I want to fix this blue here. Perfect. Yeah, so I want to start a new layer now. I'll copy this just in case I want to reuse it somewhere along the line. And where do I start? I gotta get back into the flow of things just so I'm not overthinking it. But it takes a minute to get there, right? Like, I see this guy's face. He's bugging me. He doesn't really have a face. Let's. Ooh, I like the idea of using blue here. I don't really know what his actual hair color is. At this point, I'm starting to focus on the freehand um, art. I like the idea of just kind of going wild with it. Um, oh, and I'll make them more or less what's the word I'm looking for? More or less interesting as time goes on, whatever that means. Do that, and then the idea of like I want to make these guys like truly demonic in some way. Like I have it I have the video saved as Solvay Devils. No, maybe they aren't terrible people. Maybe they are. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. Oh, I guess it's kind of symbolically I'm making that point. Red hands, red shoes. Um, no, I'm just kind of fucking around. I think the illusion of meaning is kind of important. That's kind of what I'm aiming for to create an illusion of meaning. know how far that will go. Also, just like the idea of creating weird characters. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna think too much about it. Just gonna play around here. Able to kind of blend all. Trying to figure out exactly what I'm trying to say there. Fix my mouth. Of course, doing that, I break my camera for a moment. It's okay. Back. Yeah, I just want to make some weird characters. Then I'll try to do something after, maybe. Doesn't necessarily need to make a whole lot of sense. Could also try out different brushes here. This guy looks particularly demonic. I want to do very dark reddish color for his eyes here. Yeah, so it's only vaguely inspired by the photo I showed there. Um, by this thing. This is so much cooler in my opinion. I think it's way better than what I'm doing here. I could let's see, make everything larger. I think that will help more detail in. I think this is also kind of good character practice. I'll just fit the size of my canvas. Here's my fine. I haven't drawn the chairs at all yet. Why didn't that get? Oh, because I had it locked. Probably done with this reference photo. I'll keep it just in case. What's happening with this? I gotta go back and resize it all at once just because the aspect ratio got me. That. No, the so I also do something like this where I lower the opacity and make it more whatever. I want to combine these, so I still have a backup um, version of this. I want the main version to be just one layer. It's easier. I like this guy's face here. It's hideous, but it's funny. Um, also this guy's face. It reminds me of the meme, the I like turtles kid, the skull face. I think it's funny. Maybe I do feel better if I separate these layers a bit. It makes my life easier. I'll do that. So yeah, I want to. This guy is gonna be more obviously a skull kind of face. Fill in the. There's like a lot of decisions to make here, and I'm still not. I don't feel uniquely qualified to make them. Like what brushes I use where is kind of a deal breaker potentially, and I don't really have any good insights on when and where to use them. Just like when it feels right, I guess. Something like this. I want to do I'm gonna bring up these like spikes in the skull in some interesting way. I don't know why my mouse decides to keep doing that. Um, it's kind of a pain, isn't it? Or skeletons don't have ears. That's good. This guy's also pretty janky, but I kind of enjoy the jank there. I'm trying to figure out exactly where to go with this. The idea of a big ol' eye there. I'm gonna start to fill in the nose too. Like they're gonna be vaguely humanoid. It's easier to draw than trying to invent new species, whatever the. Yeah, I've been told in the past that at least by friends, friends are always gonna be, they're always gonna say nice stuff. I had a decent hand at shading, but I haven't really been even trying to shade really for a lot of the projects I've been doing. Maybe that's today's goals to play with the shading a bit more. It helps to almost associate a tiny small degree. It gives me an idea of like where all the deeper areas should be. Um, you just kind of feel this out more. I'll do that, and then I want to go to the other color here, a little bit more blue. Okay, that's cool. I have some depth going on there now. I'll bring out some of the blue in the cheeks here. Can work on that. Um, time goes on. I think the idea of making this more, we got three pronged shape here. Kind of curves into the darker bits there. Emphasis on the darkness in the eyes here. I want to round that out a bit more. Something like that. Exactly, with something like that. This is sufficiently creepy, I think. Like I kind of enjoy how creepy that is. I'm gonna keep that for now. Um, who else? I don't really want to work on the shading on those guys yet. Could do Albert. Start to work on some of the dress. Get tired. I also like the idea of adding random jewelry and stuff. I don't know how. I don't really know how to do that. Does that work? Kind of actually. Something like that. Mhm. Roughly. What else? This guy's got a weird, something weird going on here. There's a very big mustache here. He has a mustache. Maybe not. Something like that. Hmm. Oops. I don't even know why I wanted to make him orange. Let's do that. Why not? I have no idea who like each of these figures are either, to be honest. I could pretend I did, and that might add some value to it, but I don't. There's no particular reason I'm making certain of these guys look more or less evil than the other. It's just fate is deciding. The idea of like this, instead of having a nose, he has like an indent for a nose. That's kind of funny. Not funny, but what's the word? There's probably a word for that. It's that kind of works. Yeah, let's give him teeth. Um, there we go. He's adorable. Um, I actually kind of like. I don't know. It's a funny design. I want to bring out some of the depth here too. I don't think it makes sense to split his head completely. Leave it like that. Kind of. I wanted to brighten up. Slightly as it goes in. Something like that. They're not supermodels. I gotta make another tea here soon. I'm running out. Let's do this guy now. I like the color scheme is maybe okay. That is kind of messed up down there. What's happening there too? What's happening with this guy? Um, they'll have like this kind of like curly hair going on. What if I just give him like a stupid big ass forehead? I don't know. You know? What else is going on here? I'm thinking of like expanding this and kind of doing something around, or just something dumber to emphasize that these are just you're not the highest ranking humans. Also, just because it's kind of a little bit more original, maybe to a little bit more original to not do like bull horns. But yeah, he's just got this whatever you want to call this thing, kind of like hammerhead or I like the idea of making I don't know, it's kind of a messy. Yeah, I like that idea. I also kind of feel like putting emphasis on the skull shape too for some reason here. Some weird ears. Yeah, so some of his face is going to be hidden by this dude's fat head. Let's get that in there. Give him some real. Here we go. I don't know why I feel like clowning on these guys. I mean, nobody know who these are, honestly. Like I've been saying. It doesn't make sense for that to be black, does it? It should be. More like that. I do like these dark purples here, I think. They seem to work kind of well. Very close. I kind of like the misshapen nature here, maybe. Do that, and I'll nip that on like that there. Yeah, go back down to the. Come on. It's kind of feeling like a Medusa, but adding a bunch of snakes here might be too much to ask of me. Uh, the shading here is kind of random. I do like the so there's like these streaks of purple going through. Yeah, there's these super cursed. This just made me laugh. That's hilarious. He just looks so like a fucking trying to think of the animator. I can't off the top of my head. My mouse is kind of screwed up too. I like spelled T on it the other day, and at least I got it working again. It broke for a moment. I let it dry out, and then yeah, it turns on now. I don't know what's going on with this guy's like what's going on with this guy in general. Like I gotta darken up some spots here. I'm on the wrong layer apparently. Let me get rid of. I want to darken up the bottom here. from like black, black. Yeah, this guy's super cursed. I don't know what he did to deserve looking like this, but I assume it was something terrible. Also, don't know why the purple. I just feel like it. It's probably benefit a bit if I were to make this like super straight, follow the line super straight. I'm gonna do a darker. I don't know why I'm going with the purple motif. I just feel like it again. It's fun color, nothing else. Want this his crazy ass hair to do that. Alright, cool. So I got what? I only got a couple of them finished, to be honest. I kind of like this guy, how he turned out. Turned out all right. This guy turned out kind of cool too. I actually like the design for some reason. Started working on this dude to make him down. Yeah, so like no rhyme, no reason particularly. Just doing stuff. That's that. It sounds kind of ridiculous to put it that way, but it seems to be like my preferred art form. Think less, do more, you know? Yeah, it seems to work. It's not, I don't want them to blend together like that hard line there. Something like that. I want to eventually this is all going to be colored. It's not going to be um that's kind of neat. I was suit turned out like that. Neat. Um, it's not going to be exactly like this where there's so much visible through like there's like not the entire canvas is covered. I don't want to cover it. Yeah, this is the original photo. I have some names here. Some of them are oh, reading the names, it becomes a lot more obvious who they are. I don't recognize the faces of any of them except for Einstein here in the center. But even Picard should be more recognizable. Like I recognize the name, but I don't know what he does. Schrodinger. Where is he? Is that Schrodinger? I don't know. Heisenberg somewhere over here. Heisenberg principle. Let's see. Bohr, Niels Bohr, Adam. What is it? M. Planck. I don't know his first name. The Planck distance. Madame Curie. What like the mother of radiation, or I don't know what you call it. Lorentz in the Lorentz field. Is that the right word? Lorentz field? I know there's like a term. Yeah, something to do with energy. Like, these are all like very intelligent physicists. Um, that I'm just destroying the reputations. I don't know what any of the. I'll figure out after who everyone is. I think that might be funny. Yeah, I think it might be funny. Yeah, I know after the fact. Um, except for Einstein, everyone else here is kind of just instinctual. They're getting like they're getting a fair treatment. And yeah, this stuff I don't know what to do with yet. Still, I don't really want to work on it. I'm not feeling it. Oh, with that, that's entry. I say 74. That's entry 74. Yeah. Peace.